lights. Let's just start light. So, first of all, I heard that you were a tattoo artist. Does that still stand or
Yeah,
okay.
I do a little bit.
Yeah. And you have tattoos like on your face and like all over your
Yes.
body. What do the face tattoos mean to you?
Uh, this says Hayward, A Street. This is where I'm from. And this is a Solon badge from Solon Art Collective.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. How did you get into social media?
TikTok or social media, period.
Social media, period.
I got into social media when I was a musician. I used to do music. So you needed Instagram and shit like that. Facebook. But I didn't play around with TikTok until I'd actually laid off of social media a little bit. I wasn't trying to pursue social media. I caught my daughter on TikTok when she was like 9. Caught her on TikTok when she was like 9, and she was fucking watching some boys and girls shake their asses. I was like, no, 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 no. And then I went down a rabbit hole of TikTok. I seen a bunch of funny videos, so I downloaded it.
So like how did you know to get into like streaming and battling and everything?
I didn't. It wasn't streaming back then. Well, it was just hanging out with your people. So when I made my TikTok account, my very first TikTok account. It went viral really quick. Um, like doing skits and comedy skits. And my
Nice.
daughter had a crush on a boy, and I said something funny, and it went viral. And then I had a bunch of followers, and I got to meet a bunch of people, and my account grew from there. But I used to just go live for like 2 hours a night. 2 hours a night. When the live feature came out, just hang out with my people, have a drink, chill. That's streaming, I guess. But I was just hanging out with people, getting to know people on my that were following me and liking my videos and stuff.
And then like who got you into battling, I guess?
When the battles rolled out, it was me and John. John got me into battling. John Collins.
Okay. Okay. Somebody told me you were the first person to get 1 million diamonds or whatever.
I was in the U.S.
That's insane.
in a match, and it was a funny story because that video's up. You can find it on my main account, or on people's different pages, or if you look it up. But I tried to break John Collins. John Collins had the record at like 800 something K way back then. That was a lot way back then. Like it was a lot. Um, so I tried to break it and I failed. Like I fucking failed. A lot of people didn't show up. I only did like 700K, and then Ali requested me to battle again because he wanted to win. And then very next battle, I broke it.
That's crazy. That's that's crazy. I mean, that's like a really cool that's a cool flex, honestly.
It was cool back then. It was cool back then because there were no speed challenges or gloves or anything.
Yeah.
It was a big accomplishment back then. The main account will be back in a couple days.
Did they still take like 50% back then?
Yeah, I want to say they took more. I think back then it was almost 57%,
Yeah.
but I could be wrong. It felt like it.
Okay, okay. How did you meet your wife?
TikTok,
Really?
TikTok. She's a creator. Um,
Okay, okay.
yeah, she used to throw against me all the time, and she didn't like me. And then she thought I was, what was it, cocky and arrogant? Yeah, we met through John Collins. Um, Man, she wanted me to tattoo. Whose saying was it? DJ Burris has a little inspirational quote that he has, and John has "You can and you will." I have that tattooed on me. I lost a bet to John. I had to get it. So
Oh.
she wanted those tattoos, but really she was just setting me up. She wanted to fly out, hit it, and quit it, and then like never call me again because she thought I was cocky and conceited, arrogant. It didn't work out though.
Like F-boy energy or like what?
I didn't know she didn't like how back then I was really, 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 really strong, and I guess she felt like I was just cocky. You know what I mean?
How long
And
ago was that?
she 3.5 years ago, 3.5 years ago.
Okay. Dang,
We've
so
been
you guys
together.
got married recently then.
No, we got married almost 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
We've been together about three, huh? Yeah. We've been together three, married two.
Nice. Nice. That's cool. TikTok. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went into your live the other day on a backup account. And you were talking about a woman that had cancer and like you that was the reason that you didn't dox her or dox people anymore.
Yeah.
Um and you were telling a story about your mother and I literally cried. I literally cried watching that. Um do you want to talk about that again? Do you feel comfortable talking about that right now?
Yeah. That's why I stopped doxing people. The girl was from Reddit. It was a bunch of the Reddit profiles, the usual suspects. They were going at me really hard. And then they came from my wife on there, so I doxed them. I like pulled all their stuff, and then I don't know why I started with that lady. She's just at the top of the list, right? Like, and so I doxed her, but then I found out that she went on Reddit and she made a comment about her cancer. So then I verified that she had cancer through her son, and I just felt terrible. I really did. I felt bad. So my mom died of cancer. I told you the story. I don't want to tell my mom's story again because,
Okay.
like, I cried the other day when I was telling it. But
Yeah.
she died of pancreatic cancer. It was fast. It was aggressive. You heard the story. It was over fast. You know what I mean? From when she got her knee surgery. So I felt bad. Um, I did a bunch of stuff for him for Christmas. Um, and then I haven't doxed nobody yet. Like, doxing is different. You know what I mean? Where doxing, I mean, like, put out your physical address. You know what I mean? And shit like that.
Right.
Um, Putting your criminal record out there is not doxing. That's
For sure.
public information. So since then, I haven't done that to nobody.
Yeah.
Crystal.
Yeah. Um I
Right.
just I just think your story, I mean, like I really look up to you honestly. Like that really inspired me. My mom had cancer and she still, goes back and gets checked constantly. Um
Yeah.
I didn't realize that like a surgery like that would do something like that either. So it's cool that you are spreading awareness at the same time.
Me neither. I had no clue. Yeah, she didn't know she had cancer. You know what I mean? That wasn't even in her brain. She had fell and she did something
Right.
to her knee. And so after like a month of walking bad, she's got the insurance approval for the surgery to fix her knee. But she already had the cancer. But she hadn't been going and getting checked for cancer or stuff. She felt fine. It was stage 1 at that time. But I guess when you open up the body, you're not supposed to have surgeries or open up the body while you have cancer. And when they did that, um, I guess it spreads like wildfire. So when she got sewn up and she got her new knee, she started instantly feeling terrible, like instantly. In 2 days, and we try to chalk it up to like, oh, maybe it's the meds from your knee or stuff like that, post anesthesia, but it wasn't. I guess it was her organs started shutting down. Stuff I don't know how to say the word, so don't like ridicule
Right.
me.
No, for sure. I don't even know all the words either. Like
Metastasizing.
metastasize. Yeah. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
it did that, and it spread to everything in there, and so it started shutting her. She couldn't poop. It started shutting her kidneys down, her liver down, everything.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and like you said, it happened in like 3 weeks too, which is like
Yeah, they gave
insane.
her
I've
a month.
never heard of that in my life.
They gave her a month. Well, typically with pancreatic cancer, you got 3 months, right? 3 months is lucky. You know what I mean? If you catch it early, three to 4 months is you guys can look up who's lived the longest, but it's not very long. It's a death sentence. So they gave us a month at the stage and how rapidly it had spread. But she lasted like 16 days, 17 days from the time she came back. So
Yeah.
it was rough. It was fast.
Yeah. Um, let's go to a little bit of a lighter topic. Um, so yes, let's do this. What are you most grateful for in life?
Most grateful for in life?
Yeah.
Hmm. There's so many things, bro. God, my wife, my children, in that order.
Okay. What else?
It would be social media. These people, not necessarily the app TikTok. I'm grateful for
Right.
TikTok, but these people, you know what I mean? My people, the people that have been here, you know, Mama Leandra, different people that have come in and like just drastically changed my life
Yeah.
through TikTok.
Yeah, for sure. No, I really understand.
My wife
Okay.
for turning me into a better version of me. When I first started, I was being really greedy. I just spending money on stupid shit, flying all over the place, and I was taking care of my kids and spoiling them like everybody does. But like I was fucking off the money. I wasn't investing. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just
Yeah, yeah.
splurging. And so now I do things a little different. We give back a lot. We give to church. We give to this little organization. We give to this. We like tithe. I don't know if you know what that means.
Wait, say
Um,
that again. I didn't really hear what you just said.
tithe. Tithe is like giving a tenth,
Oh, yeah, 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 for sure.
like in church.
Yeah.
My kids for helping me be a better father, being patient, even though they're a little buttheads sometimes. But you know what I mean? I got 5 girls, so like it kind of calms me down a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, okay. So you kind of talked about how, like, in your history, you like weren't as responsible with your money, or you didn't really like, I guess, take the care that you would right now. Not just with your money, but I guess just TikTok, social media in general.
Yeah.
What other kinds of lessons have you learned since you started social media?
Lessons I already knew. Don't trust people. I mean, people are like seasons. You know, nobody's meant to stay forever. Some people only want you for certain things. Um, I learned how to manage my money a little bit better. Um, my wife helps with that. And I learned to appreciate the people that are around me that are here instead of worrying about who's not.
So, like, don't trust people. So, does that just mean set appropriate boundaries with like creators, gifters, everybody around you, or
Don't trust a motherfucking creator ever. Like ever.
really?
Yeah. You're on an app where everybody gets to put on a mask. You know what I mean? And they act like good people. They act like good guys. They like act like they stand up for shit. But like you can, there's always a layer to peel back. And half of the creators, like there's creators in here right now. I see them coming into my life that never fuck with me ever, and they're in here because maybe you're gonna get thrown a gift, or there's a lot of people on both sides, and like, see, that's why. You know what I mean? For creators, I make creators like really earn the trust now, like really, really. Now,
So it's
my
possible for them to earn it then with you.
for a creator, like a streamer,
Yeah.
it's almost virtually impossible. You know what I mean? I will be friends with you, and that will take forever to earn, but I will always keep you at a distance. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Always keep you at a distance. My people, though, I have found, I'm grateful that I have found some people like, we call them casket carriers. Like some of these people that I've met on TikTok will bury me, you know? Mama Leandra, Nikki, my wife, Suzette, fucking BG. Some of the people that I've met in here freaking rich. You know what I mean? Like they'll bury me. Like they'll be at my funeral. I know like if I something happened to me tomorrow, like they would be sad.
Trust me, I feel the same way. And I've only known these people for like a year and a half or something. So
Yeah.
it's crazy how much you can bond so quickly with some people. But I feel like not trusting any creators. I
Mhm.
understand the premise, I do, but I feel like that's, I don't know, maybe you're surrounding yourself with people that are less trustworthy. I don't know. Or maybe you're the one that has the experience and I should be listening to you.
I just feel like I've seen everything. So you don't battle as much as I have, right?
Correct.
And the levels that we have earned are different. With me, you know who does a really good job of establishing boundaries?
Hmm.
And I'll give him his flowers. Ali. He don't
Okay.
let he don't let nobody close. You know what I mean? He's a millionaire, and he's not gonna let no. Everybody wants something. You know what I mean? Even some of the people that gift you, they're just gifting you to build their own platform. They're using you. They want you to shout them out, and they want you to be part of the team. But eventually, they have move on and make their own team.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I've seen too many ulterior motives to to trust creators right off the bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like
So,
if your channel was popping and you had thousands of people in your live all of a sudden, Sarah, and then I would just start requesting you to battle, like you
oh
would
yeah.
see, like that's like a red flag.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's what happens. You know what I mean? People are on here not to do shit like this. They would rather be battling and making money. Me and you ain't making no money right now. We're actually giving the people what they want.
Yeah.
They don't have that concept to give the people what they want. They just want to battle and make a bag. And they will do or say anything to get it. Anything.
Yeah. So, okay, so that being said, has there been a creator that you've put trust in that has just completely broken it and will never come back and you feel comfortable putting it on the internet right now?
Yeah, there's so many.
Be my guest.
John Collins was one of them, but then I did the same thing to him. Um, who else? Fuck. Remind me, mama. There's so many.
We can also do something where I just list names.
Oh,
We'll
you
pro
have a list?
Yes, I do. And I also have my chat. So my chat's gonna help.
Okay.
Guys, let's put some names in the chat, people that you think may have crossed Allmoney's boundaries once or twice too many. Okay, so I'm just gonna start reading off my list. Mama K.
Mama K didn't really. The reason why I cut Mama K off, and she has since come in and apologized. I don't. It was when me and J Hop stopped being friends. Now I don't expect people to take sides. No, I actually was telling people to take sides, right? Like, because he had said some pretty wild shit. And so he was on my list of 3 creators that I don't fuck with. And if you fuck with them, then I'm blocking, right? And so Mama K just laughed. She just laughed at something, and I felt like she was doing such a good job at being neutral, right? Neutral, that when she laughed, J Hop said he'll beat my ass, and she laughed. And so I was like, well, what's funny about that? If you're my friend, right? If you're my friend and you fuck with me, and I think that I'm the one that like got Mama K started. I could be wrong, but I remember everyone coming to me saying, "Will you please battle Mama K? She's a huge fan." And I did a battle with her, and then slowly I started seeing her grow from 200-300 people, but into what she was at her prime. So I just didn't appreciate the laugh. I didn't appreciate like Britain has always done a good job of staying in Switzerland. Britain, the creator, like when mutual friends are beefing, you know what I mean? Britain, you don't laugh, you don't take sides, you just
Right.
kind of like stays focused, puts blinders on. And I felt like she didn't, so I was like, but we were never like close either. And then she did some shit that I just thought was whack. You know what I mean? So there's, I wouldn't battle her again, not because of her laughing, but because of things that happened after we were done playing battles together that I seen, like her brother-in-law, the dude with the SWAT stick. I just don't think that's. the environment I want to bring my people around.
Interesting. Yeah. Allie, thank you. Dev, thank you so much.
But
Okay.
I have no problem with her. You know what I mean? She did come in my live, I think, a couple months ago and apologize, and I was like, I accepted her apology. It's
Okay.
never been like no beef.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just
I
like
just blocked her.
you
I just blocked
prefer
her
to
and stopped.
be
Yeah,
with. Yeah.
I don't think we've ever went back and forth or anything like that, or I tried to expose him or anything. I just blocked him and moved on.
Yeah. Um, what about J-Hop? So what happened with that? I actually have no idea. To like,
Then when we first
like,
like
are you guys still friends, or what was the beef even about in the first place?
the beef was because he disrespected my wife. Um, he was drunk one night. He was talking shit, and he wanted me to come throw for him. I told him no, and I didn't. No, I didn't answer him. I wasn't answering my phone, right? And he was drinking, and he used to be really impatient. So I guess he went and started talking shit, and then I talked some shit back, and then I just blocked him and ignored him. And so then someone sent me a screen recording of him disrespecting my wife, and
Yeah.
for that I was like, okay, well, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? Now we gotta like fight because like I had you in my house, like my wife treated you really well. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
my wife treated you really well. I know J Hops alone, and so I had him blocked for the longest
Mhm.
um, because he apologized a bunch of times, but I didn't ever feel like it was sincere. I thought it was always like one of the repetitive apologies that people do, and he got a hold of me outside of the app one day and asked to talk to my wife, and my wife forgave him, and that was the first time hearing him on speakerphone talking that I felt like his apology was sincere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't no motive to it. There wasn't
Right.
no, we should do this, we should do that. It was just him saying something. He's like, Allmoney's got tough skin. I can't, I wanted a reaction from him and he wasn't giving it to me. And so I disrespected you to get a rise out of him because I know that's that will do it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
that,
but it's not even about you. It's about
yeah,
your significant other.
yeah.
So it's crossing a line, and
That
I
was the
completely
first time
understand.
I thought that it was sincere, so I accepted it and I moved on, and now we're fine.
That's good. That's good. So you guys are friends now then?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What about Slot?
Slot, the lady that's just about to go to jail.
Yeah.
I don't even know that lady.
Okay,
like
so you guys don't have any like history.
I know she no, it's fuck her. It's fuck her for sure because she
Yeah.
was one of Mac's friend and she was endorsing him saying he was gonna rape my wife. So like it's fuck her. But
Oh,
I don't know her. You know what I mean? I don't know her. I know of her, but I've never interacted with her like in a way where like we're friends or even coincidence. You know what I mean? Or acquaintances. I know
okay.
her ass in trouble right now though.
Do you know somebody named Facts Not Feelings? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's my arch nemesis. He's in
Okay.
your chat right now.
No, 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 no. I
He
just have a
definitely
list of. I've done my
yeah, I
research.
definitely don't fuck with that guy, and I'll block you if you do.
I don't even know who it is. So
He's just a guy. He faked being a marine to extort people for money, and then he was sending dick pics and promising to jack off for people for lions, and he's just a weirdo.
he
Like
is here. Will one of the mods just block him, please? Thank you.
oh, he's gonna be mad at you, Sarah.
Oh no! What will I do? Will I lose a
Oh,
follower?
that backfired on him.
What's gonna happen?
He's gonna report our interview.
It's okay.
oh, he's gonna be here. Listen, I'll tell you what's gonna happen for Sarah's people. He's gonna hold a 4 hour live about absolutely fucking nothing, and he's gonna fucking do drugs, and he's gonna sit there and play screen recordings and tell everybody I'm an FBI agent. Okay?
Are you an FBI agent?
no, no, I'm not. Was that on your list of questions?
My list had, hold on, because you said go to Reddit. Okay, so I went to Reddit, right?
Uh-huh.
My list says, have you ever been an ATF agent?
That was facts. That was facts question for sure.
Okay,
No, no, I have not.
okay. Okay. Bro, did he just
Jimmy,
install the
I
shit
swear
on
to
your
God,
shit? Is
Jimmy,
this
she
all
gets the
bullshit? Like,
Jimmy, she gets the biggest dub for that right now. Jimmy, she
for
gets
what?
the
For
biggest
what?
dub for
Of course he's over there talking smack.
No, he's not. He's like, that was great. You don't know how many people you just made hella happy. You just got 400, 600 follows.
I mean, he was kind
That
of
dude,
talking too
will-
much in the beginning anyways. Like, you
that
can
dude
have a
will do
normal amount of
anything.
comments.
Dude would do anything for clout. Anytime he wants more than 5 people in his room, his mods are still over there too. Medusa and all them. You should get rid of them too, because they'll be in there reporting your live now. But he's just gonna talk about you for a week, try to pull your address and figure out everything about you.
Good. I'm untraceable, thank you. Well, you
Are
could
you?
probably find me, to be fair. You could probably find
Are
me.
you?
No, please stop!
We can
No!
test it. You want to test it?
Okay, we're good. We're good on that. I don't need to Mr. ATF agent or what. I don't even know what that means, but I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm gonna ask you the questions that were on Reddit. Okay, this is not
Okay.
coming from me. This is my research that I've done.
Okay.
If you're comfortable, if you don't want to answer something, just don't. Just say next,
I'm
skip.
an open book.
Okay. Let's see. So I've heard that you've had some injuries. What is the most violent injuries that you have endured?
That came from Reddit.
I heard that you were like pewed and then.
I got shot twice, 40 and a 40. And then I got stabbed here and stabbed here. Try to get me with this one. You can see it. There's a scar right here that goes.
How did that happen?
This
Any of it? I mean,
from okay, so I was doing security at my friend's bar, and somebody was fighting, and I tried to break it up, and then the two tried to get me, and then I slept one of them, and then his friend got up and tried to stab me with the knife. Luckily, I seen it coming, so it just kind of went this way and like ripped my skin.
yeah, that is lucky.
The shooting, I can't. The shot. This one happened when I went to prison. I kicked in somebody's door to beat his ass. He shot me. So that's what you're supposed to do.
Right. So you like trespass or whatever.
No, I tried to kill him
Why? Wait, why? Just
because
out
my
of.
dad was a dope fiend, and this guy gave him a hot shot. So I went to go try to return the favor and beat him up. I was 17. I thought I was just gonna go beat this guy up, but he was like my age now. You know what I mean? And so I kicked in his door and I went to go do something to him. He shot me and then we fought for like 27 minutes in that house.
Oh my gosh.
Um, I ended up winning the fight, but cost me a decade. I had to go to prison for 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah,
What is it like in there?
that's fine. It was cool. It was
Like,
cool.
is it like what's the culture like? I guess like.
Very segregated, uh, political. You got the whites, you got the blacks, you got the bloods, you got the Crips, you got the Usos, you got the others, you got the northern Hispanics, the southern Hispanics, and then the guards. So everybody stays to themselves, and when you don't, you go outside and cut everybody up. Everybody gets cut up with razors and stuff. But when it's not beef and shit like that, it's changed a lot since I was in prison. When it's not beef and it's programming, you get a job, go to your work. You know what I mean? You get up, you go to your work, whether it's kitchen or PIA or making license plate makes. I had a job one time where I was making fucking Versace glasses. Like down in Donovan, they do all the glasses for Versace and Gucci and stuff. They come there for the prescription glasses. It comes through the PIA industries. Most of the times I was a clerk. I can type fast, right? So I was a clerk.
Nice.
Uh, Porters, you play basketball, you just stick to your little sections.
So it's not. It wasn't so like you adapted.
62 words per minute. Thank you.
Oh, damn
Yeah,
right.
I'm not.
So you feel like you adapted to that like situation pretty quickly, or like was it really hard like at
It was,
first?
I was born into that situation. I was a terrible teenager. You know what I mean? I was in and out of juvenile hall my whole life. So
Mm.
um, my whole time from the time I first time I went to juvenile hall was 12. Kid,
Oh,
yeah, kid fucking smashed my gingerbread house at school that we made.
I'm
And
sorry. I'm
so
not trying to laugh. I mean,
that no, that's what happened. That was my first time in trouble with the law. Smashed my
wow.
gingerbread house, and I went on his bus instead of my own, and I waited for him to get off, and then I waited till he wasn't looking, and I cracked him, boom, and I broke his nose,
And they
and
sent
so
you to juvie for
they
that?
sent me to juvenile hall for that because the nose broke. Yeah,
The parents charged you
fun
guys?
little secret. Hey, fun little story, right? This true story. When I went to juvenile hall, they drove past a, a police car pulling over another car and entered, like they were talking to this man outside there, and we drove past him up to the juvenile hall. It was on the same fucking road. That pullover that happened ended up being Polly Class. Her body was found 50 yards that way, and that was Richard Allen Davis that was getting pulled over. That's a true story. That was crazy.
That is crazy.
It was the
Wow.
gingerbread.
So your childhood, you said your father was using, right?
Yeah, my father's been a heroin addict his whole life. Whole life.
Okay. So what was it like to grow up in that kind of like situation? I mean, that had
It
to
was normal.
affect,
For the longest, I didn't see it. You know what I mean? You didn't see it.
right?
Um, he was really good about you don't process the act of nodding off when you're young. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Like
You
sleeping.
don't so you think he's sleeping.
Yeah.
So as I got older, I realized. But my father was a gang member. My whole family was gang members. It was that's what we were supposed to do. Like that's how I grew up. I grew up scrappy. That's what I would call it, scrappy. I mean, I was short. I wasn't always this big. I was short and I was like a late bloomer. I didn't grow up till I got out of boot camp. Like I stretched in boot camp.
Hmm. What about your other family members? Like, what was your nuclear family situation like? Like, did it hurt a relationship between your mother and father? Like, any siblings?
Um, my mom split up from my dad a long time, so we were separated. And then I have a brother and a sister, and they had a dad. I didn't like him. He used to abuse us, right? And we took on my auntie's son and her daughter for a while. As the one that got murdered last year. So they grew up with us. For everyone that's been wondering why do I call my cousin my brother, is because he lived with us for a very long time, right? That
Okay.
I grew up with
Right.
him as my brother, not
Right.
my cousin. Um, so me and him used to get abused by my other brother and sister's dad. He was white. He was from prison. He was very racial, and he didn't like. I'm Mexican, and my brother slash cousin is African American. So he didn't like us. He would call us names and kind of like pick on us a little bit. He'd do some shit.
So, like, do you think that's kind of what led to any like aggression that you were experiencing, or
No, I'd be an idiot to try to pin my choices on I think it definitely. I believe you're a product of your environment. I believe that with my whole soul. You're a product of your environment. If you
absolutely?
take a kid and you throw him in East LA, all right, on 18th Street, he's gonna grow up to be a gang member. You know what I mean? If I take a child and have you adopt him, he's probably gonna fucking get some college and he's gonna be a streamer or something more. Definitely not gonna be shooting guns at Sarah's house. So I
Right.
believe you're a product of your environment, and I was raised in some really rough environments in the Bay Area.
Right.
But at the same time, I had chances. I had chances after chances after chances. You know what I mean? I was a terrible kid. And when I went to boot camp and I got out of boot camp, I was supposed to go into the Marines. That was the plan. And then this shit happened with my dad, and it kind of distracted it. And I got charged as an adult, and I had to go do 10 years. So, but I made that decision. You know what I mean? Like I made the decision to go do that. You know, my dad didn't like. He wanted him beat up, and I had a choice to make. I was 17, so like I knew what I was doing. you know. Not so I can't blame my upbringing on. I knew that it's wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
But
everybody has that like conscience for sure.
yeah,
But you're right. You are a product of your
3 years, 4
environment. And
attempted murder.
kids, before they understand words like communication, they understand feelings, you
Yeah,
know? And that's what you learn first as a little sponge kid,
yeah.
sponge child, sponge brain. So I don't want you to be too hard on yourself, but I also see how much growth that
Prison
you
saved my life. Yes.
had. I want to know how you like I want to know how you feel like you've grown so much because I can see it. Like I know that you in your soul feel like you're a good person, and that takes like, being grateful, be doing acts of kindness to others, having compassion, having empathy, right? So I want
Uh,
to know how you got from that like kind of broken part in your life to this like person that is in a place that you can help other people now.
he was in prison. In prison, I became a good person in prison. I was a terrible teenager, but then there came a moment in prison where I just wanted to do something different. So I started a program called The Rock with a bunch of other racists. Got permission to do it. It's called Reaching Out Convicts and Kids, right? Started at Corcoran State Prison. So we started teaching kids, trying to like scare straight them, but a different approach than scared straight.
Nice.
My auntie had sent me my first college course from New York, right? And I took in some psychology and then some substance abuse training from New York, and I got those degrees. And then I started the rock program in there, and I think that's kind of what it set it off. My grandmother died in there. That kind of set it off. Um, and then I got blessed with an opportunity that I can't talk about, but that helped change my life around immensely. I'm talking about 360. And that goes back to I have a book. I have a book that's coming out. And when it does, people will be like, okay, dude. You know what I mean? But
What's the name? Gonna be
wolf in sheep's clothing.
okay.
Um, the thing is, you're a product of your environment. If you take somebody and sit them, if I would have came home from prison and went back to an area that was just diluted with drugs and gangs
Right.
and shit like that, then I would have easily reoffended, easily. But some people don't. They take their freedom for granted. I don't. Like I was appreciating the small shit, like whole milk and 2-ply toilet paper. Like that was enough for me. Like 2-ply toilet paper was enough to stay out of prison.
I feel it. I need my comfort. I'll tell you that right now. So, uh,
You ever wiped your ass with 1-ply toilet paper in
I
jail?
have. I've been to a dorm before, so yeah, I have. Um, I feel like right now you're a sheep in wolf's clothing.
Sheep in wolf's clothing? What do you mean?
But by sheep I mean like you're like Jesus's sheep or whatever. Like I just feel like the radiation from your soul, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Jesus is
Okay.
Michael. I flipped the tables. I still have a lot of growing to do. And
But
that's
that's the
why
only way to be. If you don't think you have more to grow, if you don't think you have more to learn, then you're gonna stop learning, and you're not gonna do
yeah,
better.
I still like I tell people all the time, if you want clout, you better get it now. Cause like when I get baptized, there will be no more entertaining sucker shit. You know what I mean? Like there will be no more cussing. And that's the reason why I've been going to a really big church for the first time in a long time for how long? A long time, huh? I've been going now? Yeah, almost 3 years, right? And so I be trying to learn about the Lord and stuff, but I'm still too stubborn to where I'm not mature enough to let shit go sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I still have to stand up and I stand up for my people. You know what I mean? I owe my people everything. So when my people, that's half the time I get involved in dramas because my people want to answer. I'm not politically correct, Golden Boy. Thank you. To just say I don't want to. I don't want to give you an opinion on that. You know what I mean? I'm always been transparent. So if somebody says, "Yo, what do you think about this girl or this guy?" this, and I'm like, well, I think they're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Especially if I know. So that's what gets me in trouble. But once I get baptized, like there'll be nothing left for them to talk about because I literally won't engage them at all.
But do you think that there's a right way to go about it? Do you think there's
What?
a safe way for everybody to go about it?
With what?
Like, when people are like disrespecting your loved ones or whatever I don't know what the case is, whatever any case is, but I feel
Like
like
when we're beefing?
there's a time to stand up for what's right, but without putting others down, right? Like anybody down in the process.
Yeah, and I try, but usually, again, I'm not mature enough to let stuff go sometimes. You know what I mean? And then usually when I let's say it's the exposing that I do, right? Let's say it's one of those situations. I always tell people the same thing the first time. Don't respond, right? Like don't respond or don't try to say I'm a liar. Because then that's my word on the line and now I have to go make you look dumb. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I say what I say for my people when they ask about certain situations. I don't want to be like the scared creep. I'm an influencer. You're an influencer, whether you like it or not. We're influencers now, and these people pay my bills. So when they ask, "Hey, what do you think about this person, and should I do this to this person?" I'm gonna tell them. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they got Sarah. They have a whole ranking full of people that treat them like a bag. Like in my life, they're not gonna get treated like that. Like these are people.
I
They're
know,
not.
right? I know.
They're
Seriously.
my people. So like I'm their big brother, and that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Okay, let's switch lanes here. Who's your favorite creator and who's your least?
My favorite creator is Living.
Who is it?
Living.
Livin.
I
Okay.
think Living is amazing. I think he's becoming a good dad. I think he deserves a lot more love than he gets. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of favorite creators, but like Living is just like I want that dude to win so bad. You know what I mean? Like
Nice.
he Uber driver for fucking years, and now he's finally got a shot. He just made an album with DNA, and I see him networking, and I'm just in the back clapping for him. Like it couldn't happen to a more humble dude, and I think that like God's gonna bless him, and I hope he does. Like I
Okay.
just enjoy.
Okay, and who's the worst on the app?
I do have a lot of favorite creators. I have a lot of people I enjoy.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is not to say that you don't love a bunch of people or that you don't
Yeah, I love a
dislike
lot.
people either.
I think Living deserves like that little head start that
Yeah.
people don't get sometimes,
Hell
and he
yeah.
worked hard for it. So
And
my
the
least favorite creator, yeah,
least.
facts for sure. Like
Who?
he's a dude. Facts, the one you blocked. He's a
Oh, is
dude.
he a creator?
He used to
Do
be.
another one. Do another one.
Be another one. My least
Not even
favorite
fair.
creator next to that would be Mac, but he's in prison. You know what I mean? He's not a creator either. Um, Creator wise, least favorite. I'm not gonna mention.
Who is it?
I actually don't mind him. Gordo's up there.
On least favorite?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Me and
Gordon,
Gordo used to be friends. I don't like something he did. That's all.
I didn't either. He doxed me. He doxed my mom's address, my phone number, all because
Missy's one of my least favorite too, but I actually was friends with Missy. I would say her fucking rapo ass boyfriend is worse, but yeah, he's not a creator. I'm not gonna call Ray a creator. Least favorite creator, man. Fuck. That does what we do. Ali. I'll say Ali.
Ali.
Ali. Because I'm not giving those guys the benefit of being a creator. I think Ali's a creator.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, is there a reason? Like, just is it his
Me
vibe?
and Ali got a lot of beef. I just can't stand his mouth. Can't stand his mouth. I try to make up with that kid a couple times, take responsibility. He was under my wing when he first started. Like that was like I was treating him like a little bro, and I love what he's done. I think he's the hardest working motherfucker on the app, right? So I give him his flowers. Hardest working motherfucker. He is the goat now, and I'm the second goat. Like that's how I look at it. He done surpassed everybody. So that's what I'm saying. I'm giving him his flowers, man. One of his people's in it. But I mean, we just beef. We just beef. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it's
fair.
like I still want him to win. We beef about dumb shit that I just can't let go in his mouth.
So
So
it's personality differences that just make you guys clash. Is that kind of
you know
the
what?
main
He
thing?
wouldn't be my least favorite creator. You're right. Because I fucking like him.
Yeah, I feel
Sometimes I just don't like his
like my
mouth.
least favorite creators are people that are like abusers or like you know what I mean? Like people that
Okay.
just
Hockey golf dad, Deb has become one lately. Okay. Adrielle Sigler is another one that I can't fucking stand. And Ashley Trevino girl. Those are four creators. Okay. Terrible mom, borderline pedo with Adrielle. I think she likes fucking kids, and I'm gonna show everybody. Who else? Deb duct taping animals did it for me, right? And doxing people and shit like that.
she did
Um,
that.
yeah. Yeah, those. There's so many, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's I didn't hear that. That's crazy. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Um. So you went
This
to the
would be good if we
hospital.
like had a list of creators and then just set them and play like word association. I'll tell you like douchebag,
What
rapist.
about Eddie?
Who?
Eddie?
Edward?
Uh-huh.
Scammer.
Scammer?
Yeah, controls his gifters. I didn't like the message he sent to one of his gifters for gifting somebody else. That type of shit should be a red flag. That's why I don't battle him no more. He
Uh,
definitely hurt his manly sexiness over the women to get gifts. I think that's wild. Did you see the message he sent to somebody that was shooting for J Hop? They shared a gifter. He said,
on.
"Listen, you throwing for him. I know it's your money, but it gives me anxiety because at the end of the day, we're competing against him in the overall rankings, and now I can't sleep at night. Like, shut the fuck up." He sent that to her at 4 a.m.
Yeah, no, I've had
That's
some creators
manipulation.
call me the most heinous shit. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
guys, I never
that's
talked to
manipulation.
you. Like, you know. Um,
That's manipulation. Yeah, no.
you
100%.
know Thanos?
Huh?
Thanos?
What Thanos?
I don't know. It's on my list. I don't even remember where.
Thanos? Yeah, I think Thanos is a piece of shit too, but I haven't even heard of that guy in years.
Okay.
He used to be part of my team though. Old Thanos, right? Yeah, yeah, I think he used to be a gifter. Then I helped boost him up, and then he just stole a bunch of people from my team and left. Um, we
Oh,
went back and forth for a little bit because he was doing credit card scams and some shit, and then I don't know. We just dropped it. He left.
okay. Interesting.
The people I be beefing with, I need my mods to remind me why I'm beefing with them.
Yeah. Um,
Long ago, where did you dig that one out of?
bro, Reddit, literally.
Damn,
Yeah.
that had to be Daniels asking that shit. Then.
So we're gonna do a quick round because I think everybody in the chat wants me to just say some of these names. Okay. Alpha Mr. Best.
Uh,
That's my least favorite creator, by the way. So
bipolar. Like sometimes he's
woman
cool, and then
abuser,
sometimes he does some wild ass shit.
like abuse women.
I haven't not heard that yet. No, I was talking about when.
Honestly, I would pay you to look into him. I really would. Because I've seen actual proof, but it's been taken away because it was on Snapchat. So yeah. Okay, what about Big Keen?
I don't have a problem. We used to beef way back, like 4 years ago. I don't have a problem with cocky, cocky.
Okay, okay. Anti?
Anti who?
I think anti tatted. I don't.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Austin,
Hilarious.
Zach Lewis.
less hilarious.
Nilla.
Nilla like ditched me. He used to be my boy. That's one of the first. One of fun little fact. That's one of the first big creators when he had his million account. On my very first account that went to a million, that helped me get to a million by doing a collab with me.
Yeah,
Not
he was
technically
pretty
on him.
cool. Like whenever he was not in jail, I asked him to do this talent show thing with me with Moon. Tell that you know that
Yeah.
lady. Um, yeah, and he was like, "Sure, sign me up." Just did it right away. I was like, "Thank you so much." Like it was really cool. Dawson Miles.
Uh, boring, but I like him. I've known Dawson for a long time. He's boring though.
Boring is funny. Faith gone fishing.
Where's she been?
I've never even seen her. So
Um, she apologized to me. I don't have no problem with her. I hope she's happy.
okay, 867.
T67 is an asshole. Um,
Really?
fucking dickhead. Yeah, he tries to tell people I stole 10 grand from him. I still, but he won't accept when I try to sneak in on him and get him because he's lying his fucking ass off. So I don't fucking know. Like, I think as a creator, he's fucking terrible. The creator, he's fucking terrible, but he's definitely a liar. And I never, 867 only sent me money one time to help Mac out, and we sent it back. Or if we didn't send it back, it went to somebody that for the house. Now I did a whole live where when that came to me at first, I don't even know if he said that. So if he didn't say that, then I apologize. But until he comes in alive with me, he's a liar.
Okay, okay, okay. Guys, he already talked about J-Hop. What about Bubba the Boss?
Ah, that's the only creator on this app I owe an apology to, and I've given it to him.
Oh, okay, why?
I used to be friends with him. I helped put him on to TikTok. I love his content. Um, I let the trolls get to me one night. They were saying he was talking shit and I'd been drinking. I went off on him, his wife, and mentioned his kids. And I'll forever be sorry for it. Fucked up a good friendship. I like that dude. That's the only thing on TikTok I've ever done that I feel bad for, like really feel bad for. Like of things that I could take back, that's one.
Okay, so that and one doxing, and then so nothing else that you've ever done wrong on TikTok, right?
Nothing. Don't regret nothing else that I've ever
No
done.
regret, no regrets, no
No
regrets.
regrets.
I respect it. J-Hop wants to say hi, by the way. Okay. What about Jimmy Speedway?
Cloud chaser.
Jason. I know you
I
say
like Jimmy. I like Jimmy, and I know what he does. Right, like how he does what he does, but he's definitely for the views. But I like Jimmy.
you funny, bro. You funny. Okay, okay. Nicole Breeze.
Y'all would have made cute little white babies.
Oh. Oh. Dude, look at my teeth. They're perfect.
Georgia Peaches Robin.
Nicole Breeze.
Haven't battled her in a long time. Cool chick. I don't know too much about her.
Pray from next door.
Don't have no problem with him. We had a problem. We settled it. Um, boring, boring slash and boring. Good banter. Good banter.
Okay. Okay. Tyler Thibodeau.
Fucking and I fucking don't like him. Strongly dislike that guy. Another guy that I think just manipulates women. And
Everybody is spamming Heartland, so I'm just gonna say Heartland.
rapist.
Missy?
Girlfriend to a rapist.
So do you think she actually knew and lied? Like, do you genuinely think
No,
that she
no,
lied?
no. I think she knew that it was the charge because she told me on the phone she knew. But I think that she believes his story of the events and he's trying to minimize it. And that's where she's fucking up.
So do you think like he manipulated her and like just basically
1000%.
Okay.
1,000%. 1,000%. She hasn't read his fucking paperwork or his police report yet. 1,000%.
Even still today, you think? For
Still
real?
today. 1,000. If she did and she's still with him, then she's a piece of shit.
Is there like do you think there's some court stuff going on there right now? Like,
Oh, I know that her and her husband, I helped her husband or her ex-husband with his paperwork, and he just wanted to make sure that, his daughter wasn't around Raymond. But I'm not going to talk about their case, though.
oh my god, J Hop, I'm with the fucking Pegasus. Thank you. Thank you so much.
But 1,000%. I know for a fact that she was lying to people and she knew that it was that charge and she was trying to convince people it was a different charge. And maybe she worded that wrong on that live, but she knew it was that charge because she told me on the phone. She could say what she wants. Me and you were here. Nick, you told me on the phone. Yes, I know it's that charge, but like you know the actual like what happened because he's telling me it was just this, but they charged him with it. No, they don't do that. So I think she's dumb. I think Missy's dumb. Like I really think she's dumb.
Maybe like willfully ignorant, but because I feel like she is intelligent when it comes to streaming. Like I've seen her and I see the way that she like operates. I genuinely think she's a good streamer. Maybe not. I don't know other things. I really don't
I
know
think
her.
that she's good at manipulating the views and talking about, she's a good, and that's part of being a good streamer, I guess. You know what I mean? Clout brings views, and that's again out of her boyfriend's mouth during that phone call I tricked him on. You know what I mean?
So, wait, so she legitimately told you that she
Out
knew?
of her mouth, 1,000%.
And was that part of that one live where you had like 3,000 people and you just like
Yeah,
played that thing?
yeah. So when I paused that live, that was her calling. And I answered her, and she said, "Send me this," right? And I said, "All I have is the things that you have seen already." She was like, "No, you're saying that it's statutory. I'm showing you the charge, right?" And she's like, "But I already know it's a rape charge, forcible rape." But she was at that time, she was still telling people that we looked at his paperwork. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. So that means she was lying.
Okay, interesting. Did something happen? I have some stuff from this. Did something happen with Venya and her son? I don't know. I don't know. This is what I have. So
I didn't even know she had a son.
yeah, I guess so.
I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't even be able to tell you. If I
Okay.
Mm.
Why did you dox her address and who was the person that took?
I didn't dox her address. People
Okay.
had already doxed her address. I didn't dox her address.
Okay. Do you know who the people were that took pictures of her house were?
No, they were just sent to me.
Okay.
And then I didn't dox her parents' address either. I just showed a picture of a street, you know what I mean, without even showing the street name and stuff and all that stuff. So no numbers, no address.
Okay. So you straight up did not dox her then whatsoever.
No.
You just took the information that everyone else was already putting out there.
Yeah.
Um See, she seems to think that Venya hurt her son.
Know about that. You'd have to ask Benny. I don't talk to Benny.
Okay. I don't even know. I don't even know who Venya is, to be honest. But
That's not. I don't think Benny would hurt a fly. So I don't think Benny would hurt anybody.
okay. Did you stab somebody 40 times?
26.
26 times?
Yeah. That's the guy that shot me. I told you I won the fight.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All
Why
right.
you think I went to prison?
Scary.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I will never cross you ever. I swear on everything. Um, I'm sorry. I'm trying to sift through the. So do you feel any remorse for the things that happened with Missy because of her daughter potentially being separated and having mental health problems related to this whole situation?
No, I think Missy should honestly think I think she should think more about her daughter instead of Ray. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion. I have 5 girls, Sarah, and I think that there's so much evidence. Like you, if your man's a sex offender, then you shouldn't have your kids around him. That's I have no remorse. Missy made her bed by calling me a liar and doing stuff, and I was her friend. I was just trying to waken her, show her what her dude was. You know what I mean? Then her dude tried to pop off. So then I had to make him look stupid. Then I had to trap him. Then I had to show everybody out his mouth what he was. And there's still stuff I haven't showed. I always keep an ace up my sleeve. But Missy, just I don't know what it is about that dude that she wants to stand on business for. You know what I mean? Like he brings no value to her life. I think that he ruined her live streaming career, and she should have put her daughter first.
Um,
Now,
he's the
damn,
hey, he's the clout, she's the drought, right? She's
no.
he's the
I think
clout,
Missy
he's the
was.
drought.
I think Missy had a reasonable degree of clout by herself, and that dude fucked it all up.
It's an inside joke. It's an inside joke.
Oh,
Well, it's really not inside, but okay. Last question related to that whole situation. Do you have anybody in your chat that gifts you that is also a registered?
do I have anybody in my chat that gifts me that is on like a registry?
Right, that's knowingly that you personally already know is on a registry. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So has there been accountability? Has there been the same type of
Yes, he would be off the registry if his victim was alive. You know what I mean? That was a true Romeo Juliet situation. So you have to when you're dealing with offenses like that, that's why I ask for paperwork when I decide who to deal with. And the person that she's talking about or facts maybe asked that question has already went public with his story and everybody loves him. Because that was a case of Romeo Juliet. You know, when you're 18 and your girlfriend's 17, you guys were in high school, your whole freshman, sophomore stuff,
right?
and then somebody doesn't want you to be together. That, okay, is when you have to make allowances. You know what I mean? Not with like Ray's case. You know what I mean? Not with, there's different levels. And
Sure.
so that's a true statutory. You know what I mean? That's a true statutory. So when that type of stuff happens, and then that person is always with his paperwork explaining the person that they're explaining, right? And I'll leave him to tell his story. I love that dude to death. I'll go to war over him.
Okay.
Anybody that ever attacks him will get it from me. You know what I mean? Because that dude has went public with his story the whole time, shown letters from his girlfriend and all that stuff. And if she was alive, he wouldn't be on the register. So anybody that ever badmouths that dude ever in life will get it from me because they're trying to compare themselves or make me uncomfortable having you ask the question. But there's one big difference between my friend and then like people like Ray or whoever asked that question, right? Or different types of people is my bro will come on here and show you his stuff and it'll all match up.
Yeah.
And you guys will hide your paperwork and just accept us to trust your word that it's not what the charge says. There's levels to accountability. And when someone takes none, they can fuck all the way up.
I do really hate the lack of accountability. That's my thing. I mean, if you're not taking accountability, you're not learning. Just straight up, you're not learning and you're not being genuine. So I do have a question in the chat. Somebody said, just learning how old was Heartland, basically, when that, do you know? Because I feel like,
I'd have to pull up the stuff.
okay,
That's so far my screenshots. Once I'm done playing with my food, it goes in the trash. I don't save it for a rainy day.
period. Yep.
I mean, I think I have the file though. Let me see. You
Yeah.
want
Accountable. Yes, guys. Spam accountability
how
for the
juicy do you
win.
want it?
Say it again. Uh oh. It's not me, right? It's him. Oh, he's looking for something. Okay, that's what he's doing. I'm gonna look through these questions. Okay, I have the next one.
I don't know how old. I don't know how old he was, but you could do the math.
2009. I don't know how old he is. So this is for the people, not for me, to
Yeah.
be fair. But yeah, okay. Let's move on from that because this is you. Okay. So this is once again from Reddit. No idea what any of this is. What happened with Daphne? Were you impersonating a police officer? Talk about what happened.
No. I already took a lie detector test on that stuff. I tried to help Daphne.
Okay, so you did take a lie detector
I
test.
did everything that I was. Yeah. There's a podcast. There's a podcast on it.
Okay.
Freedom Fam. Can somebody remind me what podcast that was?
Guys, try to
Freedom.
tag it. Try to tag it so people can screenshot it in the
Freedom.
chat.
Freedom Fam podcast. I went with actually all the people that didn't like me, Tex and Kat, and had them with me and Brittany with me when I did that polygraph so that I could have absolute transparency. I
It
passed it
was
3 times.
recorded.
I passed it 3 times just to be an asshole, right? But I did everything for Daphne. I think Daphne's a fucking liar. Um, but I did what any man should do when he's told like a brutal story like that, and I did everything that I was morally and legally obligated to do, and in that case.
Okay, okay. Freedom Fam podcast. So the whole
Texting Cat, Freedom Fam podcast, yeah.
okay, the whole
But I
the whole
tried to help that
test
lady.
the whole test was
Huh?
recorded. It was all like there's
Yeah.
the tape out there with it or
There's what?
like there's
No,
it recorded or
no, no. You can't film your polygraph.
oh, okay.
Um, but Brittany was on the phone with the polygraph, and Brittany, they gave the answers to them before they gave them to me. So they helped pick the questions. So I didn't pick my questions. Like we sat down with the people that were doing it, and they picked the questions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's on YouTube. You guys got to search Freedom Fam Podcast Texan Cat with a K, K-A-T. It's somewhere.
Okay, all right. Cool. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, okay. The what? Okay, the fuck around and find out tour.
Was that?
You know what I'm talking about?
Did all her questions come from Fax? So that was something I was gonna do to try to beat Fax's ass. But so I tried to, yeah, I tried to set up a thing where a bunch of creators. Yeah, I tried to set up a thing called a fuck around and find out tour, and I was gonna have Brandon. I don't know if you know Brandon, but I had Brandon working on it, the one that did the documentary and stuff for talk and battling.
Yeah.
And so I had him try to figure out if we could get a bunch of creators that got beef, right? And it ended up being all these creators didn't want to fucking fight. They
Right.
wanted money to fight. I wanted to do it for charity, right?
Yeah.
And then we were trying to get some place up in Bozeman or Boozman, whatever the fuck Brian calls it, and he's always bitching about me mispronouncing it, to put us on their card because they had a sanctioned fight card going on up there. But they wanted money for us to get on the card, and then there wasn't going to be enough time to get licensing for everybody, and then we couldn't get the creators to man up and settle their differences.
I mean, it gets different when it's violent, though, right? So I feel like I get it. You know.
I always tell people, listen, if you don't like me and you want to punch me in the mouth, Texas is a two-party consent state.
Oh.
Mutual combat is allowed. All we have to do is say yes. And for everybody in here, bitch, I say yes.
Is that why you live in Texas?
I say yes to anybody. I say yes to any fucking body. So as long as both parties agree, we can duke it out in Texas and we will not go to jail. Just pull up in Texas, go live and tell me where you're at if you really got a problem with me. But make sure you say yes when I say, you sure you want these hands?
Yeah,
Okay?
did that.
I need a verbal commitment.
Okay, okay, okay. I think yeah. I think I'm ready to do toxic questions. Do you want to make any closing statements? I mean, this is a perfect opportunity to like promote Mango or whatever you want to do.
For
You know,
everybody in here, yeah. One, I'll say this. I think your interview was fair. Okay. I thought it was gonna be a setup, but again, I'm transparent as fuck, right? There's nothing I've done that anybody can pull a card on me for that I haven't told anybody myself, right? People try to do that and they end up looking dumb. You've seen it, okay? I think that you were fair, and I appreciate that you listened to your story a couple days ago and you did it. I'm not going to hold you accountable for the questions of people from Reddit asking stupid questions because they sound like facts questions, or your last questions sound like facts. So I'm um, not gonna fucking hold you accountable for him trying to get his 5 minutes, especially when you block the fuck out of his ass, what you should do.
I mean,
Everybody should.
if somebody just okay, we all have that troll that just lives to fucking bring you down, which like I don't fuck with that energy to begin with.
That dude has been promising people every one of your questions that came from Reddit came from him. He's been telling people I'm an ATF agent, an FBI agent, motherfucking all this shit for 4 years. You know what I mean? He swears I'm going to prison every 3 months. He promises people he's gonna hold a 7 hour live tonight, and he's gonna fucking have 14 people in there fucking doing it. He attacks single moms. He fucking manipulates women for lions and promises to like for him. All type of weird shit. I've already
What
exposed it.
is
You know what it is,
what is
right? He's just hyper upset. Like he plays with his stuff, okay?
uh
Yeah. And he just does that. He's always wanted to be a big dog on here, but once people caught him faking being a Marine and he got blasted for stolen valor, he's never been that. He's just John Collins, his little bitch boy, and he always will be. But I do want to. I think it was a fair interview. I'm not mad about it at all. I think it was a good interview. I think you tried to get to know me a little bit. For
yeah.
everybody in the chat, Mango is coming out tonight in 45 fucking minutes. If you are a small streamer, if you are an established streamer, if you are a gifter who has felt like your roses didn't matter, if you are a gifter that is big and has never gotten a fucking thing back, Mango is a place you should try, and it's going to be downloadable tonight. Gifters are incentivized. I'm not going to say too much, but cruises, trips to Disney World, all inclusive, paid for when you reach certain levels. The gifts are fire. Not that that matters. You can post content. The algorithm is for everybody, not just the cool kids. Okay? And you don't have to worry about shooting for like a live pro type of status and then losing it if you don't work, because that's something that you accomplish with your people and it'll stay as your verification. It'll be in the Play Store at 11:59 tonight, and it'll be downloadable. Okay, it's like TikTok and Instagram had a baby. Okay, there's so many cool features that the dude took his time to listen to all the bitching about that we do on TikTok and fix, like seeing our chat when gifts are coming. Um, and hey Sarah, I missed your battle. I'm sorry. Or hey Sarah, I know you got your birthday battle, but I gotta get on this plane. Here's 100K in your DM. Like you can gift your creators in your DM. Your mods can whisper to
Whoa.
you. You can tip the creator on videos. Gifters get something back: merch, gift cards, cruises, trips. Like they have incentivized it. No small gifts. The
Cool.
smallest gift is 10 cents, and it's all interactive so that the creator has no choice but to acknowledge the people that can barely throw and the people that can throw big. Everyone gets treated the same. So definitely it's a brand new app. Expect some glitches. The servers are big enough for everybody, so you're not gonna have any server crashes. I want to clear something up that somebody was fucking putting on a Reddit post. That company has no access to your user information. All that is done by the same people that do stuff for like Instagram and TikTok, a third party um, digital company that stores that stuff on a server and has nothing to do with Mango. Okay, that's how all apps work. Okay, facial recognition and verification to make sure that no weirdos are on the fucking app, no children are on the app. You're not gonna need multiple accounts. You can't make multiple accounts. Weekly rankings, no VPNing. If you're in the US, you can play. If you're not, you play in your country.
That's
It'll
pretty
release
cool.
157 countries, and they're gonna be really lax because it's an app for an adult. But if you show your boobs or you show your stuff or you say racist words, you will be permanently banned and never allowed back.
Oh,
So
wow.
you have one shot. This app does not want to accommodate the trash. It does not want to turn into clapper. So ladies, you can't be out there strutting your stuff trying to get gifts. You're gonna have to rely on like your personality and your intelligence level to win, not your boobies. Okay, so
Not your boobies.
yeah. All right, Don G. It'll
No
be downloadable.
boobies.
I have a registered link in my bio right now. I have a countdown, and I will be going live again. And that's when we will tell everybody where to go to get the app. Daily payout, no limit payouts until PayPal puts the restriction on them, and they will put a restriction on them. But until then, daily payouts. No max on coins as of yet. No false reporting. No anything. Like you really have to fuck up to get banned. Okay, you have to show nudity or say something terrible. Okay, that's it. You can't say the N word and get away with it. You
Yeah.
can't say something that's real hate rhetoric. Not like here where I can say, "Oh, Sarah, I hate your hair," and then I get banned. You know what I mean? No.
Right. Right. So no mangoes on mango.
No mangoes on mango.
Okay. Cool. I'll be sure to do that. Okay. Do you want to get into the toxic questions? All money. Are
On
you
with it.
ready for this?
Come on with it.
All right, guys. It's the same as the quiet game. Once you get that money gun, spam questions. I will ask him if I get 500 or vice versa if he gets 500 first, and
I'm
then
going right for the jugular.
yeah, no, we only get one free pass too, so be choosing
Oh,
wisely, right?
shit.
All
Okay.
right, everybody tap the screen. We can get 500 just from taps right
Yeah,
now. Let's
yeah.
get it.
All right. How big is Jimmy's thing?
It's average.
I thought you were gonna pass. Damn, Jimmy. Why you do my dog like that? Come on, man. So you're saying Jimmy's a grower, not a shower. I'm gonna have to fucking interview Jimmy. Now. You doing my dog dirty right now. I
It's
seen Jimmy. You
average.
know what? She lying, y'all. I
No,
seen
I'm
Jimmy in the
not.
shower.
No, I'm not.
I seen Jimmy in the shower. He hung like a horse. Okay, listen.
My
If
bad.
Jim, I think Jimmy really likes you. Would you ever consider taking him back?
If he would ever consider going to therapy.
What about going to therapy together?
I
Would
don't
you
know.
ever be down with that?
I'm happy. I'm good. I'm content in my life. I have been working so hard on my mental health. So, hi Jimmy.
Jimmy said, "Girl, we going to
But
therapy."
it's not like it's not like he's not in my heart. I just like
I
I
think that
can't
you
go
guys
down
like.
that road again, you
I
know?
think that you guys like each other a lot. I really do.
Well, like and is possible are two different things, you know. Without actual mental work, it's off the table for me, and that's just the way it is. Guys,
What
we
made you
need. Oh my
start?
god,
What made
we
you
need an
start interviewing people?
interstellar.
Listen, who's your least favorite creator on the app?
Alpha.
Okay. Um, do you think Ray is a good boyfriend for your friend?
I think she could do better. Honestly, she's
Amen.
hot.
Amen. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
all right.
Dev.
Name the most famous dude to slide in your DMs.
I don't think I can.
Oh, Is that gonna be your pass?
That's gonna be my pass.
Okay. Second question then that you can't pass on. Has Gordo ever slid in your DM?
Yeah.
She
But
said
he doesn't want to date me. He just wants to hit. Yeah.
he ain't shit, Jimmy. He ain't shit for that. Fucking Jimmy.
It's
Jimmy needs
real,
to.
bro. It's real. I'm not kidding.
That's fucked up. Damn. Okay. Did Alpha ever try to slide in your DMs?
Yes, but he did it on live, so he pretends like it didn't count, but yes.
Okay. Snake, Jimmy. That's what I'm talking about. He a snake. He over there plotting on the. Boy, I'm mad for it, Jimmy. What you want me to ask her, Jimmy? You want me to chat questions?
Guys, can we
No,
please go on?
y'all ain't gonna be dissing my boy Jimmy.
How
Okay?
did I diss him?
No, I'm talking about my chat. They were like, "Did
Oh,
Jimmy got a car?"
oh, the Tesla?
Okay. Have you seen Gordo's thing?
No. If I did, I would have blocked him,
He
bro.
didn't hit you with the unsolicited one? Would
Not
she take
yet.
Ben? Who's Ben? Would you take back Ben?
Low key, but he has a girlfriend.
I don't know who Ben is, but she said low key.
Yeah. He's like, for me, he's the one that got away. So,
Did you cheat on Jimmy?
Marla, thank you. So Ben came over to my place when I was dating him. At the very end of our relationship, after we had been off and on for months.
It's
Um,
yes or no question, ma'am.
and yeah, so I hung out with him. I didn't do anything sexual with him, but I did spend the day with him, and I blocked Jimmy because he was blowing me up. So yeah,
It was
emotionally,
fucking
yes.
Ben, Jimmy. All right, Jimmy. Where? Last question. You can't say nothing. Where Ben live at?
He lives like 30
No,
minutes.
don't say. Don't fucking say that.
He
I'm
lives
playing.
30 minutes away from me.
Jimmy, what car we taking? I got you, Jimmy. But you're gonna have to throw them sandals away and put on some real shoes. Hey, no. I think her and Jimmy have a really good friendship.
Thanks, Coco.
I don't think they're flustered by these conversations at all. Okay? Have fun.
Good try, guys. We got to answer questions the whole time. Let's go. Yeah. MVP Dev, Marla, Jennifer, Katie, Jolynn, all the tappers. Guys, can we try to like get ahead this time so I can ask the questions or
All right, I got one more, okay?
okay, let's do it.
Because the mango drops in 30 minutes.
All right. Last battle, guys. Let's get ahead. 500.
They're gonna take their
500
kids
points.
to see the
Everybody
Christmas
tap.
light.
Tap, 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 tap. We can literally get to 500 with taps right now. Body snatcher. I'm just fine. Thank
He
you.
wasn't there.
They're gonna school me tonight.
We're not going to the Christmas lights?
No.
Deb,
Oh,
guys, work together, little by little.
I am going to mango. Oh shit! Questions. Questions. Highest level of education you got?
It's a certification program. It's basically half of a master's.
Okay, nice, dope. What made you be a TikToker?
I used to just stream, and then Jimmy introduced me to battles, and I realized I could make twice the amount than what I was doing managing a mental health clinic. So,
Hottest dude you think on TikTok?
the hottest, dude.
Yeah. Who's the hottest dude you think is on TikTok?
There's so many. Dude, I really have a thing for Tommy Two Coats.
It's Tommy.
He's like this homeless dude.
What do you think about Creekman?
I don't know who Creekman is. Marla, he lives in like a shipping container. That's his house. So
The fuck?
yeah, no.
That's not
But
that's,
he's just
that's
like
not
so
good.
rustic. Like he's so manly, you know?
How much did you clear on TikTok last year?
Oh, I don't even know. I literally don't know. I have to do my taxes. So
RC Monarch.
Guys, we need one big gift right now.
Don G.
Oh, it's triples. It's triples, guys. Not doubles, triples. That's why he has a big score.
I'm
Guys,
gonna tell you right now, with the people in here, you're not gonna win. It's bad. It's bad. Golden Boy's in here, Monarch's in here. Don G is done cruising somewhere. Look, fucking Angie Marie is fucking. It's a bad night to be in it. Nice try, Monarch, KBS, Alexis, Brandon, Carrie, Charlie, Giggles, Calwell. So Missy asked some of the questions. Yeah, she told me that in her live today that Missy wanted some questions asked.
well, I reached out to Missy.
He
Okay.
reached out to Missy.
Yeah. It
I
wasn't
don't
the
care
other.
if Missy asked the questions or not. Like,
No, she just had some topics that she wanted to. It wasn't anything crazy. I just wanted to see what her perspective on it. Stephanie, thank you.
I don't think they. I know Hop's trying to talk to me. He's texting me too. We got the app dropping. I'm reading the chat.
Stephanie. All right, ask me. You have
Got
2 minutes to ask me anything right now.
Did you really like Nilla?
Not like sexually or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me questions so we can finish this and go listen to whatever J Hop is fucking telling me right now. Pomegranate app drops. We're not fucking with pomegranate. What is you talking about, bro?
What's pomegranate, bro? Pomegranates are not even that healthy, dog. Mangoes are really bad.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how sexy is J Hop?
I mean, he's fit, so like that matters to me. So I'm gonna say like 9. I'll say 9.
Damn, Hop. She trying to get another Pegasus. Dip a booty.
I'm not trying to get shit. I'm just
She
telling
trying
you
to get
how
a
I
Pegasus.
feel.
She trying to get a fucking Pegasus.
Nah. Keep your shit. Keep your shit.
Hops over there like, okay.
I have
I'll take
eyes.
it.
Thank you. You look like a fit man. What are you talking about?
Casey, Christy, Damien.
Stephanie, thank you. Dylan, thank you.
No, he said you didn't even follow him back. He's gonna cook your shit.
I didn't. You know what? Cook my shit. Cook my shit. J-Hop, I would love to interview you, by the way.
Grand. Who was your favorite interview so far?
I really liked the Big Keen interview.
I didn't even know you did one with Big King.
It was a while back.
Well,
But Shorty Shane was pretty cool. Shorty Shane was pretty cool. I
I
think
like
he's my
Shorty.
favorite person on here. So,
Shorty's dope.
yeah.
Does anybody pay your bill?
Snipe, guys!
Angel, MVP, Don G.
Good stuff, guys. Stephanie MVP, Kim, Marla, I'm just fine, Adam, Dylan, Jolynn, Peters, Dawn, Leah, all the tappers. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate it.
I'm surprised we didn't get fucking banned.
All right, Allmoney. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate
you. I think your interview was fair. I thought it was gonna be way worse.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I didn't have no problem with it at all. That was a real interview. I think that to do a proper interview, you need like hours. You know what I mean? And so with the time allotted to you that you did it in, like you did good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And your blocks facts, so like everybody gave you a follow. That's a big dub.
Dude,
All right.
we were going from the get-go, but it is what it is. All right.
That's the only time anyone pays attention to them is when other people are relevant.